YouTube TV has censored Univision after the network helped Trump surge amongst Hispanics. So one of the key factors for Trump winning the popular vote is that Trump did far better with Hispanics, especially Hispanic men, after they started to realize with Univision and other sources as well. Okay, so yeah, Univision is basically one of the most popular you know right wing news sources for Hispanics as well here, and people who speak Spanish. I think Univision, of course, is not just in the U.S; it's around the world. Obviously, you know, yeah. But of course, YouTube decided to censor them ahead of the 2025 and 2026 elections. It has been taken out of the package, which is very, very bad for Republicans in the upcoming midterms. They are so good to be with the highest rated political special and set a Republican record for Hispanic voting. So yeah, Trump had a political special with Univision as well here. In all fairness, we please write Univision back. President Donald Trump. Google, please stop censoring. And yeah, so there's a large problem with YouTube and Google with censoring people. I think YouTube finally decided to say, hey, we're going to finally stop censoring people, and they finally decided to stop censoring people. Like, they unbanned Sneeko. Like, yes, I may not like Sneeko, but he still doesn't deserve to be banned off of YouTube for disagreeing with liberals. Like, that's not a reason for someone to be banned. If Sneeko was a pedophile or a murderer, and committed those acts, then yes, of course, that's, a justification to be banned. But simply disagreeing with liberals online as well, or liberals about, certain topics, does not, mean someone should be censored or banned offline. Okay, there is no reason Univision should be banned off of YouTube as well. And we see this as well here. Latino male voters went from 36% Trump to 44% Trump. And yeah, the two big, the big states that's mostly with Hispanics and red states like Texas and Florida, well, everybody thought those states would be gone forever, because there's a large immigrant population in both states, especially Florida. Florida is much more different because Florida has a lot of Cubans, Venezuelans, and Nicaraguans who are very, very anti-leftist, very, very anti-left leaning. They hate, because they fled from authoritarian socialist/communist governments as well. Okay, yeah, but and outright, and then, a lot of the people who came here legally, they actually follow the laws. They actually understand, hey, America is, a country that given us, the freedom to live here. We are basically, hey, we can live here as long as we don't violate the laws, as long as, we, accept the culture, people, and, basically become a part of the American culture, okay? I think most people, if they see, hey, this person's patriotic, they love the country, they won't complain about this person staying here. I think that's the difference between, compared to someone who just comes here because, I can make a lot of money and doesn't care about the country itself, as well. And I think we're starting to see a major crackdown on those types of, that type of, immigrant relationship, like, and I think this happens in most countries, not just the U.S., like, I know other countries have this similar problem, like Europe does, India does, Malaysia does, with people coming here to basically exploit the country instead of actually becoming, because immigration has been existent since the dawn of time, okay? People have moved to other countries since the dawn of time, okay? That's just how it is and how it's been. For example, like, people think that, like, the European countries before, like, the 1950s were just one ethnicity and that's it. But there are, like, for example, France has tons and tons of people who are from Italy, tons and tons of people who are from Germany, and same thing in the U.S. There are always people who are from Mexico in the U.S. that followed the laws and rules of the country, that accepted the laws and rules of the country as well, okay? Same thing with China. China probably had immigrants since the creation of China itself from Korea and Japan, and they have eventually assimilated into the culture as well. Okay, that's what most immigrants usually do. They usually eventually assimilate into the culture of a country, and with a lot of Hispanic people who are a part of the U.S. culture, who do accept the U.S. culture, who do celebrate U.S. holidays instead of, let's just say, Mexican holidays or Brazilian holidays as well. Okay, because that's the example of assimilating to a culture and society. And you don't even identify if you're home. Like, you may say, hey, my ancestors came from Mexico, but I, identify with my current country, okay, as well. And, I think it's the same, immigration has always existed and it probably always will exist as long as humans exist as well, because not everybody probably wants to live in their home country. They may want to move to another country. For example, there's a lot of recent immigration to Europe, no, Southeast Asia now too. Southeast Asia is seeing a lot of immigration from like China, Europe and America as well, because they want to live there. But I think there would be a fine line between someone living there to exploit a country's currency, as well, or to commit, or as a criminal. I think if someone is a criminal, they should be in jail, basically, because there is no reason a criminal should be walking on the streets. Okay, that's simple. Okay, but that's the distinction between a legal and illegal immigrant, legal and illegal immigrants. Okay, as well here. Yeah. But yep, this is absolutely disgusting that, YouTube is still censoring people online as well. But I think we're finally reaching the end of this. I know there's one other platform that still censors a lot, and that's TikTok. But yeah, that's what this video here. Goodbye.